Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sean, the Magic Mon. Today we're going to continue our conversation with X-ray physics made easy, and our conversation today is going to be MAS versus KVP. So here we go. So what is MAS? MA is the amount of photons created, and S is the time in which those photons are emitted. While KVP would be, some people think of KVP as a speed, but photons travel at the speed of light, regardless, in a vacuum, but the kVp would be equated to the energy behind that photon, or the penetrability of that photon. First off, let's talk about MAS. MAS is equated to density of your overall picture, or X-ray. X-rays, they're a picture of a shadow from the individual, and of course it's inverse. But the density is the overall darkness of that picture. Overall grays is if you would. Um, with MAS equaling density, I like to equate that to a shotgun. So a shotgun shell could have birdshot. You can see how there's many different photons in there, as opposed to buckshot, which has a little less, or double aught buckshot, which has less, and slugs, which has, of course, just one. So MAS would be how much shot you want to put into your bullet. So if you have a bullseye and you want to take a shot at that bullseye with, let's just say, bird shot, you're going to shoot the target. It's going to take a big portion of that target out because that's what buckshot or birdshot does is it spreads out. So you can take out more of the target with one shot, as opposed to, let's just say, using a slug. You're just going to take one portion out like that. Double lot might take a little bit more of that target out. So it just depends on what you want to do. Now, that is MA, but if you factor in seconds, let's just say you want to do um, a slug and you fire, 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 and keep firing until the entire target is wiped out. You can do that too. It's just going to take a lot longer to do that. What would be the advantages or disadvantages of, let's just say, increasing your seconds, your time? Some X-rays require a little bit of movement. If you want to blur the ribs out, and let's just say if you want to take deep breaths in and out and blur the ribs, and you want to see more of the chest structures, you can do that by taking a slower amount of time. So, what is KVP? KVP is going to be equal to the contrast of your overall picture. Um, Less grays, more blacks, more whites. Think of KVP as the gunpowder behind your bullet. A 9 millimeter has a certain amount of gunpowder, a certain amount of energy behind that bullet. Um, a 50 caliber has a lot more energy behind their bullet. So lower KVPs will be the 9 mil, higher KVPs will be the 50 cal. Let's go back to that target that you want to shoot. A 9 mil, you might shoot one of the 9 mils. It might put a little bullet, put a little hole like that in your target, as opposed to the 50 cal, which could take out the entire target. More energy behind that bullet. So KVP is going to be the penetrability of your photons, the energy behind it. Now, it's not the speed because speed, photons all travel at the speed of light inside of a vacuum, but it's the energy behind. So when it has more energy behind it, there's more interactions with the person that you're taking the x ray with. KVP would give you an overall quality of the picture, while MAS gives you an overall quantity. There's your overall comparison of MAS versus KVP. I hope you got something out of that and made it a little bit easier to understand. Please like, share, and subscribe.